Alright guys, we are back. So, we managed to get farther than we did last year. We got through the first round of the playoffs, and we upset the third-seeded Florida Panthers in 6 games. 3 out of the 4 of our wins were overtime winners by goals from Ryan Callahan, Eric Wellwood, and Tony Romano, the fourth-line guys out of all people. But we managed to get through that one, and now we got a real test out on our hands right here. Not only is it our arch rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins, but it's also the first-seeded Pittsburgh Penguins, and most likely the President's Trophy winning Pittsburgh Penguins. I would assume so with 56 wins. They probably had, what is that? How many points? 12, 10, 116 points around there or something like that. It's crazy season for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, let's check out what these guys are all about. Even though as a Flyers fan, I know what these guys have on their team. But once again, just because the Pittsburgh Penguins most likely have a better offense than us and probably overall better team than us, does not mean we can't beat these guys. Okay, so first line: James Neal, Sidney Crosby, and Chris Kunitz. So, definitely just gotta watch Crosby, man. You just gotta keep him off the board. That's probably one of the most things, and James Neal too, and Kunitz. So the first line is very good. So Crosby and Giroux are gonna match up, but I would think that Callahan and Voracek probably would be better than Neal and Kunitz. So if it wasn't for Crosby, I would say the first line goes to us, but Crosby in and of itself, just they get the first line automatically. Second line, Jeffrey, Evgeny Malkin, and wow, they picked up Shane Doan too. Just gotta watch Malkin too. So those two guys, if we can keep Crosby and Malkin off the board, I I really don't see anything, because I don't really see anything else really that really that destructive on their team. I mean, their second line has 190, 180, and then a 78. Granted, Shen's a 79 too, but there's no, like, he's not really a 79. Third line: Cook, Sutter, or Sutter, probably Sutter, and Tangradi. To a grinder, power forward, two-way forward. Yeah, they probably all have good defensive categories. And then Tyler Kennedy, Max Talbot, who we traded back to them, and Smith. So fourth line, nothing special. It's better than ours, obviously, but nothing that special. They really don't have. They only have like those four good players in Neal, Crosby, Malkin, and Kunitz. So other than their first two lines, I don't see them getting offense anywhere else. So I'm assuming that Neal, Crosby, Kunitz, and Malkin are probably going to be, maybe Doan too, are going to be their primary goal scorers. So if we take a look on defense, yeah, their top four guys are pretty good. Martin and Chris Letang, 86 and 90 overall. So Chris Letang, really good. Second line, Brooks Orpik and Matt Niskanen, and then David Eglin and Chris Klein, I'm gonna say. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, they got four really good defensemen, and obviously our defensive core is lacking right now. Even though Joseph Morrow did come back, we're gonna have to make that decision when we come to it. And in that, obviously Marc-Andre Fleury, and they've got a really nice 1-2 punch there with Fleury and Vokoun. So if one can't get the job done, but the other can, and they're both 87 overall, so they have really good goalies. So we're probably gonna have a hard time scoring goals. So we gotta get the offense going. Now, Joseph Morrow is available to play, but here's the thing: do I want to take out Eric Gustafsson, who's been playing really good as of late? In the playoffs, he's only played 3 games, but he's had a point in every single game that he's played with 1 goal and 2 assists. Now, I'm thinking I might take off Shestel and put Morrow back in there, because Morrow does have the better defensive awareness. His shot blocking and stick checking isn't as good as Shestel's are, but his shooting is a lot better than Shestel's too. So you know what? I think I am going to do that. I'm going to take Shestel off, and I'm going to put Joseph Morrow. Oh, but then again, Shestel is a defensive defenseman. Let me just see where they are at. McBain and Mazzaros, Soray, and Gustafsson. McBain, Mazzaro, Soray, Gustafsson. She's still on the power play. I don't know what I should do here. Really don't know what I should do. You know what? Gustafson, you helped us get through this series, but you know what? I got to give this guy a chance. So, Morrow, you get in here. I'm going to give it to Morrow. He only played 2 games, and the 1 game he got injured. Probably got taken out early. So, I'm going to give it to Morrow. Manually, yeah. Every place where Gustafson was, Morrow's got to go in. So, Joseph Morrow goes in there. Morrow goes in there on the power play. And I think that's it, except for the 4-on-4. Morrow, get in there. So Gustafson did a nice job for us right there. And remember, if he gets hurt or anything along those lines, we could always bring him back in. So, if we have any chance of beating the Pittsburgh Penguins in this series, 1, we got to stop Crosby. 2, we got to stop Malkin. 3, we got to get through both of those destructive goalies that they got there in Fleury and BOJoeKO. Giroux has been playing good. He's leading the team with 8 points, and he does have 6 assists. I think he needs to step up in the goals category in this series for us to win probably any of these games. And we're on the road to start, but whatever. I want to see if I can fix something real quick too. If I go into settings, it may be under rules where that it replaces the assistant coach. Assistant coach edit lines minimum. No. Manages the roster for the user team. Say yes, set it to yes, and you will never have to worry about managing rosters. Okay, that is not what I want to do. I want to put that off because assistant coach edit lines. No, I don't want that because I want to edit my own lines. Because in case an injury pops up, I can do it myself. Because that was screwing me up in the last game. Now maybe okay, so. Under player, Derek May has been injured with a mild concussion. His estimated return is May 22nd. So I'm just going to do assistant coach replaces that player. Luke Shen. Oh, all right. Okay. I did not. Okay. Cool. So Luke Shen is available to play, which means who do I want to take off? I think I want to keep Sore on there. So I'm going to take Schiestel off because he's a defensive defenseman. I'm going to take Schiestel off. Where's he at? Schiestel, you get scratched. Shen, you're playing. Luke Shen, get in there. You come up to the second line with Coburn. Okay, and so we're back down to a regular setup. So wherever Schiestel was, Luke Shen, get in there. I didn't really want to go through all this, but it's whatever. That's good that he came back early, ready for this series. So now our defensive core is boosted back up a little bit. And there we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, so here we go. So Luke Shen is back. Morrow's back in there too. Our offense has to step our game up too. Briz has to play really good, not let in as many goals. He did. Our offense pretty much won us these games. I wouldn't even say it's our offense. We just got lucky in these overtime games. We're not going to get lucky against a team as good as the Pittsburgh Penguins are. So here we go. Game 1 in Pittsburgh. Second round of the playoffs against the best team in the NHL. Here we go. First period. Okay, and they get off to a 1-0 lead early. Shane Doan breaks out the scoring. Okay, so we definitely need offense. You gotta wake up. These are not the Florida Panthers. It's a better team, a lot better team than the Florida Panthers. We need to get some goals on these guys. I know they have a really good goalie in Fleury, but our offense definitely needs to wake up, and we need to explode on this team. Just explode on them. Don't give them any chance to come back. We're down, but we're not out of any game in this series yet. So here we go. Second period. Okay, they get 2. But we cut the lead to 2. Braden Shen got a goal. James Neal got 2 power play goals. So our penalty killing. But Braden Shen got a shorty. Okay, so so Fleury's in that. I don't know. James Neal got 2 power play goals. So I don't know. We're gonna have to get a couple early ones in this period. So here we go. Resume the simulation. I know these Pittsburgh teams are gonna explode on offense on us. Power plays, penalty kill. Nope. There's another one. Tangradi gets on. Okay, so the Penguins are going to take round 1. Yeah, now they're just embarrassing us right now. 5-1. And Simmons gets 1, but not really doesn't matter. Too late. So Pittsburgh takes this one. First game, 5-2. No offense that game, and just really bad overall defense. So, let up way too many goals in there. 2 power play goals, let up 2 regular goals. Tangrady and James Neal both had good games. Fleury stopped a good amount of shots, and nothing really could do there. So, Voracek is day-to-day. Bourdon is available to play assistant coach, best lines. Yeah, that's whatever. Okay, so Voracek's day-to-day, but that's fine. Kevin Klein, they lost one of their defensemen, I think, just one of their third-line guys, so that's fine. So we get up here. Voracek is back. He's full right rested. Ragnar player Raman Lindqvist is injured with a hip pointer. Yeah, whatever. Assistant coach replaces that player. Lots of guys in the fam's getting injured right now. How they doing anyway? They won the first one, losing 3. Whatever. Okay, so wipe that game out of your heads, guys. We had no offense on there. No offense whatsoever against that team. They are going to be scoring goals. I know that because our defense is not that good. But still, we need to get some goals passes. Other than their first line defense, the rest of their defense really isn't that special. We kept Crosby and Malkin off the board. They didn't score any goals. So that first game, I don't know if they got any assists or not. I wouldn't think so. But if we keep those guys off the board for the next couple of games and get some goals passed, I think we can win this series. So here we go. Game 2. Game 2 in Pittsburgh. So here we go. First period. No, they're gone. Okay, so Crosby gets one. Sid the bitch gets one past Briz. We need to get these early first goal leads, man. We're not getting anything. And here we go again, just limiting us to a minimalistic amount of shots. We're not getting any shots on net. Offense really isn't going anywhere right now. So pick it up, guys. Let's go. Second period. Okay, we got one, but they got one. Crosby again. My God, Crosby came to play this game. Simmons gets one, so our third line guys are picking it up this game. Simmons has 2 goals in 2 games in this game, so he's the only one stepping up right now. Where's the rest of the guys at? I don't know. Let's maybe they'll show up in this third period. So here we go. Third period. Anything going, guys? We need a quick one. There we go. Eric Wellwood, but then Crosby scores within, like, not even then. Crosby gets a hat trick. There we go. Simmons is playing. Oh, man, dude. Wayne Simmons came to play another one. Jesus Christ. Just back. Oh, my God. Back and forth. We got a shootout here in Pittsburgh. Shen gets one. I think we're going to overtime power play. We're going to overtime. Shootout in Game 5. Can we get an overtime winner? Can we keep that overtime magic? Overtime magic, anybody? Anybody want to step up? There we go. Zach Ronaldo. Fourth overtime win in these playoffs. Third overtime win by a fourth liner. Holy moly, that game was crazy. That was like last year's game against the Penguins. Down. Oh, we're down. Crosby got a hat trick. Wayne Simmons came to play. Eric Wellwood. Simmons had a hat trick as well. So, actually, no, he didn't. No, he had 2 goals, sorry. He had 2 goals, but Simmons is really coming to play right now. He's had 4 goals in 3 or 4 goals in 2 games. So Wayne Simmons is definitely coming to play right now. We might have to move him up to the first line. But Braden Chen got that goal to tie it up at 4. Actually, Crosby had a... Okay, so Crosby only had 3, but then Zach Ronaldo on the 4th line getting us that win there. Good game. That would have been a really good game to watch. So yeah, Crosby got the first over 3 goals, but Simmons countered it with 2 goals himself. He didn't want to be outdone by him. And Zach Ronaldo got the game-winning goal. So we got some overtime magic in these playoffs for us. So that's really, really good. Derek Mathers is just the best lines. That's cool. Okay, so our 4th overtime win of the playoffs so far. Our defense is struggling right now to score goals, so we just need games like that where our offense comes to play and just brings it up. Now, Simmons is doing really well on that 3rd line, so I really don't want to change anything. I see Tony Ramon's day-to-day. That's fine. But I don't really want to change anything. If Wayne Simmons is scoring goals on that 3rd line, I want to leave it on the 3rd line. So I'm not going to change anything with that. No injuries for the Penguins. Okay. So here we go. We're back home. We split the series, so that's good. That's really good. We wanted to at least do that, so we split the series with them. Coming back home to the Wells Fargo Center, Game 3. So Simmons just came to play in this series. Keep an eye on Wayne Simmons. Hopefully he can carry it over to Game 3. We're at home, guys, in front of our fans. People are probably going to be booing the shit out of the Penguins. So here we go. First period. Okay, another. Jeez, we cannot get that first period goal, man. And it's just more power play goals. So our penalty kill is really just struggling right now. So Genny Malkin got one past Briz. Jeez, we're just not getting enough shots, man. Second game in a row. I think last game we had 7 shots in the first period. This one we only had 5. We're probably taking way too many penalties. Okay, so shake it off. Shake it off. Don't worry about it. We can come back just like we did in the last game. Just go for a really good second period. So here we go. Second period. Okay, nothing happened in that period. So get an early one and then see if we can go from there. So here we go. Time 6. Third period. Power play for us. There we go. Jacob BOJoeKO on the power play. There we go. Well, it wasn't even on the power play. There we go. Soiree stepping it up. Good for you on a power play. Penalty kill. Good penalty kill there, guys. Can we limit them? Briz, hold it down. Defense. There we go. 2-1 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Really good game for Briz there. Only 2 goals, but our defense did come to play in this game, and Briz shut the door on the Penguins, only giving up 1 first-period goal against Malkin, and it wasn't really even his fault all that much because it was on a power play. So Voracek finally, the first line, steps their game up in this game, and then Soiree, good thing I kept him in there. He gets a goal himself on the power play to get us that win. So Briz definitely got us that win, most definitely, only giving up one goal in the first period, then shutting the door for the rest of the game. So good game for you, Briz. Really good game. All right, taking a 2-1 series lead on the first seeded Pittsburgh Penguins, man. Oh, man. And we're still at home. Win this game at home. I would say that. If we can win this game at home, it'll definitely put them Penguins in dire straits right there. So, game 4, still at home. I would say this is a must-win for us here. I don't want to take a split going back to Pittsburgh again. I want to take a 3-1 series lead going back into Pittsburgh with a chance to move on to the third round. So here we go. Game 4 in Philly. Keep up it. Defense played really good that game. Keep it up. Briz, you played great. Keep it up. Here we go. First period. 3-1. There we go. Tangradi got one for the Penguins, but we got more guys on that second line stepping up. Tyler Ennis, Ryan Callahan, and Jeff Skinner all get one in the first period past Marc-Andre Fleury. So the first line's starting to come together now. Probably Voracek and probably just woke his team up, telling Callahan and Drew to wake themselves up, and the second line's starting to get on it too. So I seem to notice if Ennis or Skinner scores, the other guy usually scores too. So there we go. We got a 3-1 lead right now going into the second period. Hold it down, guys. Don't give them anything. I know we got a good lead, so try to tack on a little bit more and just keep playing good D. And Briz, keep playing the way you're playing. Just you gave up a late goal there, but that's okay. Just buckle down in the second period. So here we go. Second period. There we go. 2 more for us on that second line is just doing amazing right now. Well, Simmons again, dude. Simmons is having one hell of a series. So Wayne Simmons and Skinner gets his second of the night. Tangradi gets another one. So Tangradi's trying to pull his team together in this game right now, but it doesn't look like it because our offense came to play in this game. So here we go. We got a 3-goal lead. I would think that's not very safe considering it is the Pittsburgh Penguins, but our defense it's not playing bad. We're only letting up 1 goal per period. So let's see if we can keep it together. Just don't give up an early one. Do not give up an early goal, and don't let give these guys any chance to come back. So here we go. Time 6. Don't give up an early one. Power play, penalty kill. Good penalty kill there, guys. Really good penalty kill. Defense shut the door down. There we go. Oh, there's one. I shouldn't have spoke too soon. Matt Cook gets one. There we go. Eric Wellwood on an empty netter. 6-3, man. Our offense is coming to play in this series. We must have been that pep talk. I'm telling you, man. Flyers playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't give a shit who the hell is on their team. The offense comes to play. Briz did give up one near the end, but we got the empty netter by Eric Wellwood, his second goal of this series on the 4th line for him, so that's good. And we have a 3-1 series lead. Look at that game by Wayne Simmons. 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists. He is having one hell of a series, man. I really wish I could have wrote the stats down for the last series, guys. I could check him out. But man, he's having one hell of a series. Skinner had a good game too, with 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. But man, Wayne Simmons is definitely carrying this team right now. He's carrying it on his back. He's stepping up. He's pretty much telling who cares who's on the first line. Drew, Voracek, Callahan. Ain't no problem there. I'm on the third line, man. I'm scoring goals. Okay, so we got a 3-1 series lead and a 3-game win streak. So that's the longest of our playoffs so far. Let's end it now. Don't go back. As much as nice it would be to win this series at home. Let's who cares? End it there. End it at Pittsburgh. Take out the first seeded team. Take them out. Don't give them any chance to come back in this game. They got to win 3 in a row in order to win this series. Don't give them any chances whatsoever. Here we go. Game 5. Well, let's not get ahead of myself here. Series is on the line for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're probably gonna be playing like hell this game. Crosby and Malkin are probably gonna step their game up to, like, I don't know, 200 this game. So here we go. Game 5 in Pittsburgh. Chance to clinch this series. Here we go. All right, Simmons is having one hell of a series, so keep it up. First period. Okay, so they continuously get this first period goal. It's we can't get the one goal in the first period. We get like multiple goals. So Matt Cook gets one. Okay, don't worry about it. We can come back from this. No worries. No worries whatsoever. Just play better. Offense kickstart it going there. You're up 3-1 this series. That does not mean let up whatsoever. Keep up the pace and let's go. Second period. Oh, yeah. Okay. This game is lost. Okay. Definitely lost. And I think I may need to switch out Hovinen because I don't think the Phantoms increased. That's probably why they got 6 goals back, because I have Risco in there. So that's probably why they scored in there, because we have a shitty goalie in that. I'm just going to do a ×1 simulation for this third period. So I'm just going to do a ×1 for the rest of this period. And, okay, they didn't get any pass, but I'm probably going to have to switch out Hovinen in that game because they exploded on us. Lord have mercy. Okay, so definitely have to switch it out. Yeah, because the Phantoms lost, so there's nothing to worry about. Oh, man, Zach Rinaldo's been injured with a sore foot. His estimated return is May 29th, May 25th. Okay, so we lost the fourth liner. We may need to go to roster moves because we could throw Matt Reed in there. But do I have anybody that could play in there? Johansson, Holmstrom. How's this Johansson guy? He's a minor league checking forward. He's got really good defensive category. So you know what? I'm going to actually throw in Martin Johansson. Get him called up here. And Martin Johansson, you get in there. And I don't think Ronaldo was playing anywhere else. How's his face-offs? His face-offs are 69. Who has the best face-offs on the fourth line? Wellwood has 60, and Romano has 61. Okay, so he can play the center. Okay. Wayne Simmons is on the second line. Okay, I don't know why I thought he was on the third line. Anyway, okay. Okay, so wipe that game. Oh wait a minute, I want to do something else too. I want to call up Hovinen just in case Briz gets hurt and we need to throw something else in there. So roster moves, goalies. Let's go. Okay. I have to move somebody up. Hovinen, you get up here. You cannot send this player because your roster is full. Okay. I just gotta throw somebody down. Who's not playing? Who is not playing? She still's not playing. You get down there, and Risco. Shit. Hovinen, get up. Risco, go down. Okay. And Hovinen, get ready to play in the backup. Okay. Cool. She still wasn't playing, right? Yeah, that was Sori in there. Okay. All right. Okay. Wipe that game out of your heads, guys. You knew they were going to come to play in Game 5. They didn't want to get knocked out at home. They wanted to give their home fans something to cheer about, and they got 6 goals past. So don't worry about that game. wipe it out of your heads. All right, we need to definitely win this game. Take it over in Game 6. So let me see. Well, before we do that, let's see what we got going here for the scouts. How are we doing? I think we got pretty much everybody scouted, really. I don't think there's really anybody else, really, that we need to see. How about defensemen? Look up anybody else, first rounders, and just do these guys for 6 weeks. There's a couple first rounders in there. Okay. Okay. Game 6. End it here. Do not go to Game 7. We need to end this series right here, right now. Do not give these guys any chance whatsoever. We need to end this series. Here we go. Game 6 at home in front of our home ice fans. They're cheering out his house in this place. Here we go. First period. There we go. Finally, we get that first period goal. Jacob BOJoeKO stepping up. Okay, so we got that first period goal finally. Take a 1-0 lead. Do not give these guys any chances whatsoever to come back in this game. Do not, defense, buckle down. Briz, keep playing good. Here we go. Second period, 4-0. Yes! BOJoeKO again, Tyler Ennis and Sean Couturier on the third line. 4-0 lead going into the third. So Briz, you have more than you have like 5 pillows worth of goals underneath you. Do not. I know our defense isn't good, but we cannot screw this third period up. For God's sakes, do not screw the third period up. Here we go. Resuming it. Third period. Do not let up an early one. That's all I can say. Power play for us. There we go. Another power play. Ugh, man. Okay. Crosby gets one at the shit. Here they come. They're coming to play. Shit. Defense, buckle down. Do not give up anything else. And the empty netter by former Captain Callahan and the 6th-seeded Philadelphia Flyers upset the President's Trophy and #1 seeded Pittsburgh Penguins. Who cares what seed you have? Who cares if you won the President's Trophy? Who cares if... I don't even care who the hell you have on your team. If it's a Pittsburgh-Philly rivalry, God knows the Flyers are going to come to play no matter who the hell they have on their team. What a game. Giroux with 4 assists. BOJoeKO with 3 points. Tyler Ennis got 1 goal himself. Briz played pretty good, just let up 2 third-period goals, but we had a really healthy cushion on our hands. And the Flyers are moving on to the third round. Man, I did not expect this out of our team at all. I didn't think we were a really good playoff team to make it this far into the playoffs, but they have proved me wrong in this series, especially in this series. This series definitely proved to me that we can score some goals. I mean, look at all the goals we scored in here. 2 here with a loss, fine. 5 with the overtime win there. Only 2 here, but we had a really good stellar performance by Briz in the net, and the defense played really well. This game, really good offense there. That game, don't worry about it. It was just an off night. Resco probably letting in way too many goals. But this game, our offense came to play in that second period to get a really healthy lead, and we knock off the first-seeded Pittsburgh Penguins. Really good job, guys. Really good job. In 6 games. So now we got a little bit of time left to see who our opponents are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. And we got a lot of time here. I think that game's going to, wow, this one's might go to 7 games in this one. And we got the Tampa Bay Lightning, who eliminated the Toronto Maple Leafs in their thing. So the first seeds and the second seeds are out. I think Tampa Bay is, man, to think if we could have passed Tampa Bay, we might have won that last game against the Ottawa Senators, the last game of the season. Our seeds would be switched, and we would have a home ice advantage in this series. But Tampa Bay just barely beat us in points, so they have home ice advantage. So that'll be a really good Eastern Conference final. So if we take a look at the playoff tree before we take a look at the stats. Take a look at the stats here. So we got a 5th, 6th seed matchup here in the East. So, yep, the Tampa Bay Lightning went to 7 to take care of the Toronto Maple Leafs of the upsets. So the 2 upsets teams are going to face each other in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in the West, the Sharks took care of the Red Wings in 5, and the Canucks took care of the Blackhawks in 7. So here are your final 4 teams. In the West, we got the San Jose Sharks taking on the Vancouver Canucks. And in the East, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. All right. So let's take a look at these player stats for the playoffs. One hell of a series most of the guys had in this series. I would say Giroux. A lot of these guys had really good uh, points percentage in this game. So let's see. So Giroux, he only has 2 goals, but who cares? If he's getting other people goals and assists, he has 14 assists, 16 points. Really good. Really, really good for Giroux. He doesn't have to score goals in order for this team to win. If he's getting as many assists as that, by all means, keep doing whatever Giroux's doing. He's getting other people a chance to score. Wayne Simmons had one hell of a series against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know how many points he had in the prior series, but 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points, up to almost a point a game player in the playoffs. He had one hell of a series against the Penguins. Really good. Tyler Ennis stepped his game up in the second line as well. He has 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points, really good. BOJoeKO finally stepped up his game. He had 2 points, I believe, in that only in the first series, so he got 7 points in 6 games in that last series against the Penguins. So a really good series for BOJoeKO as well. Callahan, pretty good as well, 8 points. Skinner stepping his game up too. Shen as well. And then we got the fourth line guys. Eric Wellwood, 3 goals on the fourth line, so good for him. One was probably empty there, but still doesn't all matter that much. Romano, Eric Wellwood, Galchenyuk has 3 assists, and Ronaldo has been hurt, but he has a goal and assist with that big overtime winner, and Coots with 2 goals, and Martin Johansson with that 1 game played has nothing. And if we take a look at the defensemen, is that it? Yeah. So Jamie McMahon with 6 assists. I don't know how many points he had in the last game. I think he only had like 1 or 2 points, but that's good. So 4 points in 6 games. That's good for you. Coburn with 5. Gustafson we took out of that game with 3 points, and Morrow actually played all those games, and he did have 2 assists in 6 games. So I don't know if we should have left Gustafson in there or not. He does still have more points than Morrow, so we may have to consider that for the next series. But if we went out with an offensive explosion like that, I don't see the need to change anything. Surrey with 3, Mazars with 3, Shen came back in here. He got 2 points himself, 2 assists. That's good. Morrow, like we said, she stole with that 1 goal. And Mr. Briz, if we take a look at him, his goals against average is still pretty high at 3.16, but our offense saved his ass that game. Save percentage of 90.16, and that will do it. So I did not expect us to even get this far now. But now in the next series, we got the Eastern Conference Finals against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now we know, and Steven Stamkos, and probably and Hunter Shinkaruk too, who I think the Tampa Bay Lightning drafted as well. So this is going to be an interesting Eastern Conference Finals. The 5th and the 6th seeds going at it to see who wants the Stanley Cup more. I don't know, guys. If we took care of the Penguins like that, and I don't think the Tampa Bay Lightning are as good as a team as the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know. I could see a Stanley Cup in the near future. So next video we'll start the Eastern Conference Finals.